Call the member for Ballina.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I also welcome the members in the gallery from Tamara, is it? And I'm sure you'll hear some great things shortly. I'm going to talk about Brunswick Heads, which is my community. Mr Speaker, Brunswick Heads is a beautiful town within my electorate that has simple pleasures as its motto. It has a boat harbour that is in need of reinvigoration, and submissions have just closed for the public to give feedback to the Department of Primary Industries. I'm hopeful that the government will listen closely to what the public wants and that the boat harbour does not, as some fear, end up as a flashy marina for rich tourists. We want to retain public access to the boat harbour for community groups and boaties, and we want it to be a working marina. Phil Waters is a Brunswick local who has been determined for years to set up a College of Marine Studies at the Brunswick Boat Harbour. It is his vision, combined with the support of many other local organisations, for a marine college which would retain maritime activities associated with Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour and provide a future for boat building and related skills training. Phil has been working with various local and state government bodies, particularly Crown Land, for 14 years on this project. The College of Marine Studies received a small grant from Byron Shire Council in 2007 to conduct a scoping study and played a role in initiating the Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour Master Plan. A College of Marine Studies would offer qualifications in boat building and preserve wooden boat building skills. The college would be an educational drawcard for boat builders from across the east coast of Australia. The college would also act as a not-for-profit registered training organisation at the Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour, where regional students could train and participate in apprenticeships linked to repair and maintenance for boats. The college aims to establish a school of excellence in all things marine, which will not only keep the old marine skills alive, but equip people with the qualifications to enter local, national and global marine industries. Courses that could be rolled out tomorrow include speedboat restoration, dinghy building and restoration and sailing. Courses to be offered in the future include marine surveying, deckhand qualification, boat handling, shipwright and marine hospitality. The potential economic benefits for Brunswick and the surrounding areas are great, generating jobs in marine industry, boat repair and tourism. The college is seeking a permanent home and would like to base itself at the Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour or nearby location. I call on the government, particularly Crown Lands, to support the aspiration of my community to have a College of Marine Studies, and I of course will continue to work on that as their local member. And we want to explore locating the college at the current Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour. The master plan that is currently in draft has removed the slipway for boats that form part of the viability of the scoping study. And I understand that it was in its last legs, but it is a real issue now for boaters. Crown Lands have taken a different position with regard to uses for the site, and the College of Marine Studies has effectively been sidelined in this process. But it is a consultation process that has not finished, so I'm still hopeful, and so is the community. Mr Speaker, I've been going to Brunswick Heads all of my life. My grandmother is from Mullumbimby. My grandfather was a founding member of the Brunswick Heads Surf Lifesaving Club, Arnold Norris, and he loved to control and he was very competitive. He had also played rugby league for Queensland after World War II. Every Christmas, my family and I stayed at the Terrace Caravan Park, and in those days it used to flood quite a lot. My grandfather was also a fanatical fisherman, and he used to take his skipper out on the Brunswick River a lot. And as a World War II veteran, I know that this was soul food for him, and I loved collecting pippies with him on the beach. I suppose, Mr Speaker, that's why I'm drawn to this vision of keeping the Brunswick Harbour as a working marina, and I will certainly be supporting the boating community to retain boat building and boat repair at Brunswick Harbour. I'm also inspired by the vision of people like Phil of a marine college, because it will ensure that the history and knowledge of boating stays in our area. It will bring jobs to our locals and attract students from across the country to engage with a thriving, living boating history. Given the possible economic and social benefits that could be derived from an educational facility of this kind, I believe the government would indeed be supporting our regions, as it says it does, by retaining the Marine College as part of the Brunswick Heads Boat Harbour Master Plan and keeping the mouth of the Brunswick River as a working harbour.
I'd like to thank the member for Ballina.